for public comment. I ask that you govern yourselves accordingly. There will be about three minutes or so, which we'll monitor that time. I'll be generous to allow everyone. I know there's a lot of passion around this particular issue, and we do need the public's input and public comment. We're trying to get this right as a task force, and hearing back from you informs our work and informs the process. So I ask anyone else who would like to speak to fill out one of the yellow public comment forms. I do remind you that we are being televised for the public record, so all of your comments are forever chronicled here, but I think everyone knows that. So with that being said, we'll go to item 7 on our agenda, which is public comment. The first individual is Paul Mozina. Yes, if you could identify yourself and your address for the record.
Hello. My name is Paul Mozina. I live at 3612 North 76th Street, and I appreciate this opportunity. And I just wanted, by way of introduction, I just wanted to let you know what my principles are. I believe in the non-aggression principle, the self-defense principle. And by non-aggression, I mean I don't believe it's right to infringe on the life, liberty, or property of another person. And by the self-defense principle, I mean that I have the right to defend my life, liberty, and property. Now, I don't have the right to tell Alderman Rainey what he can put in his body. And if I did try to tell Alderman Rainey that, he would look at me and laugh. And if Alderman Rainey and I got together and created an association called the Good Guys, and we told Commissioner Baker what he could put in his body, he would laugh. But if we hired a bunch of people to enforce our will on Commissioner Baker, that would be a problem. You'd have some people asserting the right to tell another party what they could put in their body. And that's what we have going on right here. We have the drug war. This is the drug war 2.0, 3.0, 4. This is the drug war version 10. It's been going on since Nixon and it's gotten worse every year. And we're trying to put a happy face on it, not a happy face, but we're trying to look at the treatment and prevention. But underlying this whole thing is prohibition. We have the drug war. It's the same old drug war. There's nothing new on the table here. There's no new strategies. There's no money. And we're going to fail again in this effort to stop people from doing what they have a natural, inherent right to do. And if you insist on, and if you assert your right to defend yourself, and ingest and consume and possess whatever you want to possess, the government will kill you if they have to. If they come into your home and you have illegal drugs and you assert the right to possess and consume them, and you attempt to defend your natural right to possess and consume whatever you want to, they will kill you. They will kill you to enforce their will. That's the state is attempting to enforce its will on the people. It's at war with the people. It's called the drug war. We have the state colliding heads in a war that can never be won. And Commissioner Baker mentioned we have one drug popping up after another. And the U.S. government has been complicit in the drug trade since we supported Chiang Kai-shek and the nationalist Chinese against Mao and the communists. The CIA has participated in the drug dealing in Vietnam. We participated in drug dealing with the Iran-Contra affair and imported crack cocaine into South L.A. This is known fact. And now we have Afghanistan producing 90% of the world's heroin and opium. Okay? This is a country that the CIA led the invasion into Afghanistan. We partnered with the Northern Alliance. We're protecting heroin fields. We're protecting opium production in Afghanistan. It produces 90% of the world's heroin right now. So we're all fighting here in the trenches. You know, we're trying to prevent people from doing what they have a natural right to do. And meanwhile, our government, I'm done. Meanwhile, our government is complicit in the drug trade.
Thank you. Next up is Rafael Mercado.